Those are things that I really want to have done. I just don't want to work on them. Well, this, it looks a little inappropriate on accident. I tried to call this to the voice. Oops, censored. Good morning. It is now 8 a.m. on a Monday. We're still censoring my cappuccino. And today I'm going to finish another one of my short stories. There are, of course, some other things on my agenda, like getting about 500 to 1,000 words in Murder Mystery Tennessee, which, let's go ahead and open that up. Do I have that open still? Yeah, I do. Okay. I came up with 3 different scenes that I didn't have before. Actually, I came up with 2 and then a scene that I know needs to happen, but I don't know what that scene is in order to kind of connect what I had before. Anyways, I have some scenes that need to be written for the first time, 0 drafted, so that I can get this freaking false lead figured out, interwoven into the story. Yeah, so we have that. We have the finishing of the short story. I have my poem I need to write today. I'm reading some manga. I have some filming I need to do for some other stuff. I guess what I'm saying is I'm gonna get another crack at this latte art that I'm getting so close to doing, and maybe next time it won't look so much like a penis. Also, look, I got a little plant at my desk. Isn't that nice? It's so cute. It makes me happy. A little bit of greenery. Hello, plant. You're adorable. Yes. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention is that I do have a Patreon live stream today at noon. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and start with Murder Mystery Tennessee to see if I can get one of those first scenes fleshed out. This will be interesting because the bad guy, the false bad guy, not the murderer, but also still bad really, is more of a group, an entity, than a single person, though a couple single people might represent that group or entity. So how am I gonna do this? Ooh, okay. Wow, this hair is extra crazy. Should I just admit defeat and take off my, yeah. So I actually had to rewrite that scene several times. I don't know if the time lapse picked it up. I just kept going back and changing stuff. This is the completed scene to get my character from her apartment back to the police precinct. It's always interesting how you have to have these like connecting scenes in some way, but then how you need to include stuff to make it interesting. So I had to include stuff about her ex-fiance and then like the 2 cases and her making a decision. I want to make every scene, even arguably these connecting scenes, worthwhile and something that moves the story forward, whether that's like obvious just like plot advancement to the next point in the timeline, but also just like emotionally forward for the character. So anyways, it took a little bit to figure out how I want to do it. This is how I fake waves. My poor little straight hair won't do it otherwise, but also in that time I did finish my cappuccino. So later I can try take 2. And I've actually only done 291 words so far, but I think I'm actually going to pivot over to some scripts. Because I use natural light for my videos, there's like an optimal time where it's not glaring at me when I'm doing like a sit down and chatty video over there. So I think I'm gonna script them, and then this afternoon I can film. Yes, 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 okay. Script 1 done, and got some coffee. Time to reheat some breakfast and make script 2. Yes, make, right, do, one of those verbs. Oh no, panic. All right, well, it's going on the notebook. Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Oh my gosh, hope you guys did well. I have like one little section that I still need to fill in, but then my short story is done at just over 4,000 words right now, so yay! We just ended, but no joke, I am only like 2 connecting paragraphs away from being done with this short story, so let's freaking finish this. And I finished it with an additional 374 words today. Focus. My project now has 4,118 words, which, like I was saying on that Patreon live stream, is shockingly on par with the first short story I did, which was 4,137. So just for this genre and what I'm aiming for, 4,000 seems to be about the magic number for the first draft. And now I am in need of more coffee. The light is doing its thing. It's actually not that great right now, but I did clear off the area where all my manga had been before because I'm in the middle of another video about reading some manga. So now I can film in front of my bookshelves. Yay. Honestly, the setting up to get it where I need is the worst part. That's crooked. I can see that now. And we have filmed the video. I know that didn't seem like any time had passed for you at all, but it had, in fact. It is now 2:39 p.m. I'm gonna get back to the manga reading, which I then have to film for that video, so this is gonna be a little bit confusing. But I'm also doing a co-working session with my friend at 4, so I will get to more writing today and finish up. I need to reference back what my to-do list was. Oh my gosh. Patreon Live is done. Script 3-year planning and film, I did it. Yay. Okay, I need to make a new list. I did it tomorrow and then I was doing it today and it's a mess. So, we're fixing the list. Monday still to do. Read Fullmetal Alchemist, read Boerne High School Host Club, I'm in the middle of it right now, finish filming the manga vlog, get 500 more words in Murder Mystery Tennessee, script the algorithm video and film it if I'm feeling up to it, get 1,000 words in Meridian Maps number 3, and read some of Interview with the Vampire. The plus side is that almost all of that, except maybe Interview with the Vampire, can be done while I'm on the co-working session with a friend. So I'm going to see if I can finish up Boerne High School Host Club before chatting with him, and then we will work on the writing and more reading. What a great day. I love when I could put reading onto my to-do list and act like it's work. Like, it kind of is, but also is it? Yay! Try and look a little more excited. Well, I probably do not need to tell you based on the fact that I'm wearing entirely different clothes, but it's a new day. It's Tuesday. So after co-working with my friend, I then went on a walk where I was talking with some other friends, and then by the time I got back, I just didn't feel like filming anymore. This is something that I've noticed more and more during quarantine and lockdown. I know that I'm annoyed with how much I've talked about it at this point, especially since it's then hard to distract yourself. But it's like even one of those where I felt like I should have been filming and I should have been doing something, I just didn't want to do it. So I continued to work. I worked until like 11, but I didn't film it. I didn't want to. And this actually, because I'm being dumb and tying it all together, there's actually a couple other things on my list of stuff to do that I really need to do, that I really want to do, or actually I want to have it done. Does that make sense? So like when I was talking with my friends, and they're also writers, we were talking about newsletters, and I know newsletters are so important, and I know it wouldn't take much theoretically to like get it up and like do it monthly or something, but I just don't. But I like, it's not just on my list, as in I don't write it down, but it's on my mind, my mental list all the time, which is actually to the point where it's kind of weighing on me. So it feels similar in some ways when I feel like I should be filming, but I'm not. That one at least I'm able to put to the side because it's usually only like, what more did you need to see of me working, really? Even though it is a writing vlog, so like, it's fine, don't worry about it. But the newsletter, and then I know my website is just the worst. And so those are things that I really want to have done. I just don't want to work on them. It's not fun kind of work, you know? So like all of the writing is fun kind of work. So not only do I want to magically have Murder Mystery Tennessee completely figured out, but I also enjoy the process of doing it, of figuring it out. And then there's this other stuff where I just want it done. I just don't care. Why? So it's nice to have a juxtaposition, I guess, just reaffirming how much I enjoy the writing. Yeah, anyways, my friends were kind of getting on me that I didn't have a newsletter, and also my website is the worst. So that's been on my mind a little bit recently. I actually just finished doing a Pomodoro live stream, so I'm feeling very productive. I think that's also why my mind's on it, because I'm like, if you just did 2 hours of Pomodoros, maybe you could get some of this done. Self, what? an interesting end to this vlog that included finishing a short story. Lots of good stuff happened. We should focus on that, right? Yay for finishing the short story. Yay for the extra words I got in Murder Mystery Tennessee and in Meridian Maps number 3. Yay. Wow. Can you see me trying to talk myself through it? But please do comment down below. Let me know if you have those moments of wishing you had done something but not actually wanting to do it. And what are those things for you? And are any of those things stuff that's different forms of creativity? Like, even though I did the Photoshop thing and it's a skill I want to get better at, I like that a little bit more, the action of learning it, than like the newsletter and the website. So it's like a tiered thing. I don't know. Am I making any sense? Comment that down below too. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all very soon with a new video. Bye. Do I even put this in here at this point? I don't know. We're gonna find out together at the end of the video. Couldn't before, but I can now. Great.